Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the 2024 M4. That means it's the base M4, the M4 Coupe or Coupe, depending on where you are. So this was a customer ordered car and they backed out shortly after it went into production. So let's see what we've got here. So up front you can see we have shadowline lights. We also have the base headlights, which is something we usually don't see. I think most people do opt for those laser lights. Again, this is the last year, model year, that you'll be able to get lasers on the M3 or M4. And that's going to be replaced with something else completely different, what you're seeing across the rest of the BMW lineup. No driving assistance pro, which wouldn't be possible anyway with a 6-speed manual transmission. Also, no parking assistance package, which is also unusual for customer builds and definitely not what we stock for store inventory. I should say it's also, of course, in Brooklyn Gray, which is the most popular ordered color in the G82 chassis. So over on the side, we have the style 825M wheels. They are in Orbit Gray, technically Orbit Gray bicolor. I think complement the Brooklyn Gray paint really well. We have the Pirelli P0s, as well as the blue M compound brake calipers. And you also notice we have a drop in this. So this is the M Performance suspension. Essentially a height adjustable suspension you can add as a port installed accessory. Price is a little over $2,800. And of course, also comes with a full warranty. So you buy the M Performance parts, you get them installed at the port. It's the duration of the vehicle's warranty. If you get it after you pick up your car and have it installed at the dealer, it's 2 years or the remainder of the car's warranty, original warranty, whatever is longer. So here's our side profile of Brooklyn Gray Metallic. Let's take a look at the calipers as well. The rear calipers, again, that M badging is gone. It appears to be deleted for model year 24. So we also have the shadowline package, well, technically I guess extended shadowline trim on the M4, which is a no-cost option. So you have the black gurney flap here, as well as mirror caps. Then we'll see shortly, the exhaust tips are in black rather than chrome. We have our M4 badging also in chrome. So this is the last model year of the M4 before its life cycle impulse. So what you'll see is a revised front end. The grills are staying. Basically, it's going to be a revision to the headlights and a few other things. I imagine that's when iDrive 8.5 will appear. This one still has 8. These are our side profile of Brooklyn Gray, outside of direct sunlight. All right, so let's make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this particular build. Also see the mirror caps in high gloss black. So opening up, we are greeted with the full Fiona red leather, full merino leather. So door cards all in leather, and this red's gonna stay here no matter what, if you get extended or full. Our standard M Sport seats, M4 badging on the head restraint, black in the middle, very good looking, and basically Fiona red with Brooklyn Gray, sort of a rare combination. Most of our Brooklyn Gray orders are Kilami orange, oftentimes some black as well. And you'll notice over here, attention, M Performance Sport Suspension installed. So you get a little sticker for that achievement unlocked. All right, so the inside, your standard M steering wheel. Got your stitching here on the steering wheel. Carbon fiber interior trim, which means you don't get the shift valves because it is a 6-speed manual transmission. M1, M2 buttons in red. In front of me, iDrive 8 with the M Mode Sport enabled. No heads-up display because this does not have the exec package. Over here, iDrive 8. Now, 8.5 will not appear on the 2024 M4. I bet you're going to have to wait till you get to model year 25 for 8.5 to appear. However, the M version of 8.5 looks exactly like this, except these icons over here are moved down here, and your climate menu is changed as well. That's the only change with iDrive 8.5 with the M version. There's no quick select, there's no staging area. Looks exactly like this. So the rest of the carbon fiber interior trim. We got our 6-speed manual transmission. Again, this layout's changed a little bit. You get your setup button over here, which will bring up what it is currently set up as. And then you can also basically press and hold M2. And now M2 is saved to whatever you're currently set up as. So a little sort of a quick select thing for memory. All right, so starting price of the M4 Coupe is $79,100. Brooklyn Gray Metallic adds another $650. The full leather adds another $25.50. M-Drive Professional with the 10-stage traction control, as well as the drift analyzer for $900. 825Ms for $1,300. Again, this comes standard with the 18 and 19-inch wheels. $300 for the M Shadowline lights, $950 for the carbon fiber trim. Even though you don't get the shift paddles, you're still paying the same amount. And then right down here we have our port installed accessories. The M Performance suspension for $2,820 and $165 for the floating hubcaps. All told, MSRP of just under $89,000. All right, so you get the M Performance suspension. You will have to look in the glove box here. So here's your tools to adjust the height. So I'm not sure what the delivery center or processing center selects the height at. I imagine it's probably in the middle. All right, so we'll hop in the back seat. And do note M seat belts as well. Before, the manual transmissions used to not get those consistently. All right, so here's the view from the back seat. The cockpit looks pretty good. You have another climate zone back here to control with vents, but curiously no USB-C ports back here for the rear passengers. I think knee room and leg room is pretty decent, but the compromise, of course, is going to be headroom in the back. I think the M2 is much worse. All right, so I'll move the back here. Again, no kick to open on the M3, M4, or the M2 for that matter. No power tailgate because no exec package. See, this one's got the full leather, but before, the floor mats used to have this piping here would be in Fiona red. It's back to black for some reason, so that's another strange decision by BMW. Over on the left-hand side, you got your mobility kit. No extra storage below. All right, so we'll make our way to the front. Pop the hood and basically wrap this thing up. But I think the performance suspension adds a different level of aggressiveness, because for the most part, like the F80 generation had that wheel gap. This reduces it, of course. So underneath the hood is the S58 inline-six 3-liter twin-turbo engine, 473 horsepower in this guy's, and 406 torques. So going with the manual transmission, you definitely take a hit in the torque factor there, because you're, what, 70-ish pound-feet of torque away from the comp. But that's it for a quick tour around another M4 Coupe, and we'll see you at the next video.